Just try one, they say, and somehow stopping at one feels almost impossible. We're talking about Lay's potato chips, thin, golden, perfectly crisp slices of potato. A snack so familiar, millions of people around the world reach for it every day. On paper, it sounds simple. Potatoes, cooking oil, seasoning. But inside the factory, those basic ingredients go through a carefully controlled process. So what really happens along the way? How does a plain potato become that golden, crunchy chip people can't seem to resist? It's time to step inside the Lay's factory. And trust me, this is one crunchy journey you don't want to miss. Every Lay's chip starts long before it reaches the fryer. It starts underground, with the right potato. One of the most common varieties is the russet. It's known for its high starch content and its low moisture level. That combination is exactly what helps create a crisp, golden chip. Across the United States, these potatoes are grown in more than 25 states. That gives PepsiCo a steady supply of fresh potatoes near its processing plants. After about 3 to 4 months beneath the soil, the best potatoes are ready for harvest. But potatoes do not grow above ground, so farmers use specialized harvesting machines to bring them up. The blade digs about 10 inches below the surface. It lifts the entire plant. Potatoes, roots, soil, rocks, and all. From there, everything moves onto a vibrating mesh conveyor. The shaking helps loosen the dirt. Then the potatoes pass through a screening system. This removes vines, stones, clumps of soil, and anything that does not belong. The goal is simple: keep as much usable potato as possible before it ever leaves the field. Once separated, the potatoes move straight into trucks driving alongside the harvester. This keeps the harvest moving continuously, cleanly, efficiently. And when a truck is full, it heads to a nearby storage facility. At the storage site, the back of the truck opens and the potatoes pour onto another vibrating screen. These screens work non-stop, shaking away loose dirt, small rocks, and leftover plant material from the field. Next, the potatoes enter an optical sorting machine. These massive machines run at full speed with one important job: find the best potatoes. Inside, highly precise sensors inspect each potato one by one. They check the size, the shape, and the color. Only potatoes that meet the standard continue forward, but the rejected ones are not wasted. They are often used as nutritious feed for farm animals. After this first round of cleaning and sorting, the potatoes move into huge bins and storage areas. Inside the warehouse, the conditions are tightly controlled. The temperature is kept around 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity stays close to 85%. The space is cool, dark, and humid. That environment keeps the potatoes in their natural resting state. With this strict storage process, the potatoes can hold their quality for months. That means Lay's factories can keep running all year long, even after the harvest season is over. When the frito-lay plant needs a fresh batch of potatoes, the process begins again. Massive bins are pulled from storage, and the potatoes move onto a giant conveyor system. Their first stop is cleaning. Here, the potatoes are washed thoroughly with water. The goal is to remove any dirt, sand, or debris left from harvesting and storage. Then comes one final human inspection. A team of workers checks the potatoes by hand. The ones that meet the standard keep moving. Once the potatoes are clean and approved, they move along the conveyor. Then they are loaded directly into a tractor trailer. But this is only the beginning. These whole potatoes are about to be transformed. Soon they will become the golden, crispy Lay's chips we all recognize. When the first truckloads of potatoes arrive at the factory, they do not simply get unloaded by hand, they are driven onto a massive hydraulic platform. Then the entire truck is slowly tilted forward, about 30 degrees, just enough for gravity to take over. Thousands of potatoes begin rolling out of the trailer, one after another. They flow down onto the conveyor system below, and from this moment, the potatoes move into a high-capacity industrial washing system. Even though they were cleaned before, the factory has to remove every last trace of dirt and grit. A small stone or clump of soil can cause real problems. It can wear down blades, damage slicing equipment, and interfere with the plant's high-precision automated systems. The scale of this operation is incredible. Each day, the line can handle up to around 3 million potatoes, and that is before they even reach the next stage. This is where the whole potatoes begin to change shape. Next, the potatoes enter industrial peeling machines. Inside each machine is a rough, abrasive surface. As the drum spins, the potatoes roll, tumble, and rub against the textured walls. Little by little, the thin outer skin comes off, but the valuable potato inside stays mostly intact. At the same time, high-pressure water jets spray the potatoes from every angle. They wash away the loosened skin and remove any final traces of dirt. After peeling, the potatoes still do not go straight to the slicers. First, they pass through another round of quality control. On the conveyor, each potato moves under high-speed cameras. In a split second, sensors scan for anything unusual: dark spots, damaged areas, uneven color, or shapes that do not meet the standard. Any potato that fails the check is automatically removed from the line. The rest continue into the sizing system. Here, the potatoes are sorted into the right groups. Potatoes that are too small, too large, or outside the required size range are handled separately. Only the best-sized potatoes keep moving. They drop through the sorting lanes and head toward one of the most important steps in the entire process. After inspection and sizing, the potatoes move up the conveyor. Then they drop into high-speed rotary slicers. Inside the machine, centrifugal force pushes each potato against a set of razor-sharp blades. In just seconds, one whole potato becomes dozens of thin, even slices, almost translucent. Each slice is only about 0.06 inches thick, and that thickness matters. If the slice is too thick, it will not fry into that light, delicate crunch. If it is too thin, it can break apart, curl too much, or burn too quickly in the hot oil. Right after slicing, the potato slices move into a series of washing stages. First, they are gently soaked and stirred in water. This loosens the starch on the surface. Then they pass through high-pressure water sprays. Powerful jets rinse away anything still clinging to each slice. Each stage helps clean the slices carefully, without breaking them apart. The goal is simple: keep every slice clean. After washing, the slices move through a dewatering system. Excess water is removed from the surface. Now the slices enter the fryer, a massive industrial fryer stretching dozens of feet down the line. Inside, the potato slices are submerged in a bath of hot oil. The temperature is tightly controlled, usually around 340 degrees Fahrenheit. For about 3 minutes, the moisture inside each slice starts to escape. Tiny bubbles form across the surface, and slowly the potato changes, from soft and wet to golden and crisp. The factory has to control every detail: the oil temperature, the frying time, and the speed of the conveyor. Even the oil is constantly filtered and circulated. This removes tiny bits of residue from the production process. When the chips reach the right color and the right crunch, they are gently lifted out of the fryer. And from this point on, everything has to be handled with care. Lay's classic chips are thin, light, and easy to break. So the conveyors and transfer points are designed to move them gently, with soft vibrations that keep the chips flowing, without crushing them into pieces. Next, the chips pass through an optical inspection system. This machine can scan more than 400 chips every second. It works like an extremely sharp pair of eyes, always looking for brown spots, burnt edges, or any surface defect that does not belong. When the system detects a bad chip, a powerful burst of air removes it from the line. It is blown into a separate collection bin. Then comes the seasoning stage, the final step that gives these golden chips their signature flavor. After leaving the fryer, the chips move into a large rotating drum. As the drum turns, the chips gently tumble over one another. At the same time, the seasoning system spreads a fine layer of flavor across the surface. For Lay's Classic, the recipe is simple. Just the right amount of salt. Enough to bring out the natural taste of the potato. But for other Lay's varieties, this is where the flavor really changes. Around the world, Lay's has developed roughly 200 different flavors, each one designed to match the tastes of a specific market. So seasoning is not just about adding salt or powder. It is the moment a simple fried potato slice becomes something instantly recognizable, a flavor people know from the very first bite. Once the chips are seasoned, they move on to another conveyor. This time, they are heading to the weighing area. Here, high-speed multi-head weighers take over. The system separates the chips into small portions, whether it is a small 1-ounce pack or a larger family-size bag. Every portion is weighed with high precision before dropping into the packaging machine. Next, the chips move into pre-printed rolls of Lay's packaging film. The machine shapes the bag, drops the chips inside, then fills it with nitrogen gas. This replaces most of the oxygen in the bag and helps keep the chips fresh for longer. That nitrogen also creates the familiar cushion of air inside every Lay's bag. It helps protect the delicate chips from being crushed during shipping. Then the bag is sealed, and the finished bags move toward the case packing area. Here, robotic arms with special suction cups gently pick up each bag. They place the bags into cardboard boxes in the right order. Finally, the boxes are stacked onto pallets, then wrapped tightly in plastic film to keep them stable during transport. From the factory, those Lay's pallets are loaded onto trucks. They travel to distribution centers, then to supermarkets, convenience stores, and shelves across the country. And eventually, they reach that familiar moment. You open the bag, you take one chip, and somehow stopping after just one feels almost impossible. So what about you? Could you stop after just one Lay's chip? Share your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this factory journey, hit like and subscribe. There are plenty more behind-the-scenes stories coming your way.